A little
There we go.
OBS.
OBS? How you know OBS?
Come on, man. I used to do that streaming.
You used to be a streamer, dog.
No, I tried to make YouTube videos, and then OBS was free.
Yeah, OBS is free. We're good.
No, I mean, you are live on YouTube.
We are live. Welcome into the student bookstore, downtown State College. I am here with what they call the mayor of State College.
They gotta stop calling me that, man.
That is Nick Dawkins.
They gotta stop calling me that.
Captain of the football team, center, offensive lineman. He does it all. Dog, thanks for coming in, man.
Appreciate you having me.
Appreciate it, absolutely. Thank you for coming down. We were just admiring the student bookstore putter blade covers. I'm curious, are you, with your putter, are you a blade guy or a mallet guy?
I'm a blade guy. I thought I was a mallet guy, man. Lucky Golf came to hook me up with a putter, and now I'm a blade guy, man. So, but the gold one's always good.
Yeah, the gold. I've seen you post that.
Man. The gold
is
one's
is that
always
good? The gold putter.
The gold is good, bro. I mean, even if you're gonna go out there and just misjudge the greens and all that, you're gonna do it in fashion. You know what I mean? So.
I misjudge most of my greens, honestly, when I'm golfing. I'm going to be real with you, brother. So you guys are in summer training right now, right?
Yeah. Full. You say yeah, like you asking me the question like you don't know.
Like I don't know. Like, I ain't been through it, bro. What they're going through right now, let me tell you, it's war. How's that true? So I guess just yesterday was sled day, huh?
Yeah, yesterday.
He starts laughing. Can I give me? I need a quick little rundown, bro. What does that day look like for you when it's like one day a week? It's like war day.
Yeah, usually it used to be called Threshold Thursday on the Thursdays, but now we moved it to Wednesdays. I mean, I guess words really won't do it justice. Any kind of story I try to detail won't make it sound as bad as it is. But you guys also have to understand that State College has become Pensacola, Florida. It is hot and humid out here right now. I don't know what's going on. I just saw someone melt on the sidewalk walking in here on East College.
I think it's hotter than Florida, bro.
It might be.
It actually is.
It might be. The valleys, man, we're getting all the humidity. So it's been hot, right? And we've been in Haluba. And for some reason, I don't know, I think there was a power surge in State College yesterday or something like that.
There was, yeah.
And the lights in Haluba, only half of them were working. So it felt like we were in like a cave running. So we run our destructors. Destructors, if you guys don't know, it's 15 yards to the side, so 15-yard touch. And then it's like a 60-yard sprint, and it's time for position groups. So O-line has a time. You know all this. So O-line has a time. Skills have a time. Combos have a time. So we did 11 of those. And then, after like rep 8 of those, you're like, oh, man, what's going on? Because you get through the first couple, you're like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah. But it's the rest time that really gets you, right? Not a lot of cool down time.
Wait, so can you give what is a destructor?
That's what I was explaining.
Oh, you were explaining it,
15
okay.
yards. So yeah, you were not locked in.
No, it's not locked in at all.
LTFI, bro, locked up.
Oh.
Yeah,
I need to give you a head. Yeah, I definitely was not locked. I was definitely worried about the logistics of the camera there. Sorry. Continue on with that one.
Now I feel like I was just yapping, bro.
Yeah, you were just talking to space, actually.
You know when you're talking and someone asks you a question, I just was yapping. Next question, bro. I just got just yapping, looking like a goofball right now. People walking past, looking at me like I'm saying something important. I'm sitting next to you, don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
No, I don't. No, I lived it, though.
Yeah,
all right, sorry. Get back to the destructors. So destructors, you're running.
Yeah, I was past those already. So you
were on rep 8. You were on rep 8. You were on rep 8.
No, I wasn't on rep 8. I was saying rep 8 is usually when you start feeling it. Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
We run our destructors. We go out to the hill. If you guys have been to the BJC, I'm taking it most of your demographic of your viewership has been to some sort of State College, Penn State event. There's that big old hill by the BJC. We ran like 15 of those. And then we went inside, and they load these sleds up in Haluba, and we pushed those things for a good couple. We had a relay race, good 6 reps apiece for the boys.
6 reps?
Yeah, we're feeling it. Well, it's not like it was a relay race, so it's not like it's sideline to sideline like we normally do 53 yards, but it was good, though. Good burst. Good burst.
I was going to say, because it get to the point, sometimes we do the sled pushes where guys are their legs are collapsing out. Their legs are giving out on them. Because you just can't go anymore. And I remember some of those days. Because I remember laying down and my leg was spasming.
The pump, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that pump for my arm. Because my arms never get that. Like, the legs are really inflated after that.
Can you even get that type of pump with your arm, you think?
Probably not naturally. Not naturally. But, I mean, even with the legs, like, I'm tried all the tricks. Like, obviously, I've been here too long. And I'm like, dang, I'm trying beet juice powder with baking soda. I'm trying everything to make sure I'm getting like the proper blood flow. And I'm still taking damage. So it doesn't matter what you do. It hurts, man.
Yeah, Chuck Losey gets you guys right. That is for sure. Coach Earles, too. Losey ever smile? He asked. Yeah, Losey smiles. Losi smiles to like when we're going through pain because he likes it, which is good.
Like it. He might like
he likes it.
Yeah,
he likes a little bit of pain.
He might like a little bit of it. I think anytime you talk about him, you keep adding to this aura he has now. Stop filling his head up with all this stuff. Dude.
Yo,
he probably likes it. He likes that people fear him, probably based off of the strength of these stories.
He definitely does. And do you know he's like? There's a Twitter account its name is Chuck Losi's Mustache, and it has like a fairly good following. Like it almost probably has more followers than you. Yeah, and that's kind of, you're right. I think it kind of feeds into the Chuck Losi
That's when I start questioning the Penn State fandom. What are we doing? Are y'all kidding me? Are y'all starving for content? Or you got this guy posting? What are we doing, guys?
Bro, I think that account has existed since Chuck Losi was an assistant, a strength coach. Honestly, so that's some dedication.
Man? Who made that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some research on that and figure out who got that done.
I start touching. I just got bit by a mosquito inside.
Anyway, that's all right. That's all right. You'll be all right, bro. You'll be all right. No, Doc. Other person I want to talk about. We're talking about the strength coaches. Might as well bring up our guy, Coach Earles. So each position group basically has their own strength coach. We got Coach Earles. Can you just how would you explain Coach Earles?
Yeah, I think the easiest thing to say is he's the most consistent man on earth. You know what I mean? You get what you get out of Coach Earles, and you know what you're getting, which is pure, unadulterated motivation, effort, concentration. I can sum it up in a story. There's multiple stories, but there's just like something that's happened recently. We're getting up. I'm doing my squat. Look at the bar. We have we have our sheets that have the numbers as the numbers you're projected to squat, right? So I get at the bar. It's looking like it's a 5:35 day for me. I'm like, all right, 5:35. We can rep that out for 4. You know what I mean? You've done it. We've all done it, right?
5:35 for 4. Okay.
Boys. It's O-line boys.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you know, get after it.
And I'm like, all right, I can do that. Like we can do 5:35. We're going through, and he's like, man, it's looking good. Reps are looking good. I'm not agreeing. I'm thinking that they're looking average at best. The reps are looking okay. Nothing crazy. The reps aren't looking good, dude.
Yo, it's not a good sign when they start saying the reps are looking good. They're like, yeah, you're flying up there, son. Because
we're moving.
The weight's moving.
I'm just trying to stand up. So we're going through, and we start getting to that weight, and he takes the paper away from it. Because you know how it is. Like, you try to get a little extra rest. You be staring at the paper and looking at the number.
Yeah, you look up at your paper, like you're kind of confused. You're like, what number am I doing? Because they have a sheet for you that, tells you every rep, how many sets, all that type of stuff, right?
Yes. So I take it, and I'm, like, just looking at it. He takes it away. I'm like, what's going on? Why are you taking the paper away? Gets his pen out. I'm like, all right, we're getting a bump. And it goes, I am not restrained to no paper, to no number. I'm like, all right, now I'm definitely getting a serious bump now. We're getting bumped up big time on the numbers. So we get bumped up to 570.
You about 40 pounds?
Yeah, man, I was ready for that bump, but here we go. You know what I mean? And he's like, it's do or die. You know what I mean? He said, God loves you, baby. Let's do it. You know what I mean? So.
But that's the last thing you hear. Every time before you put about 600 pounds on your back, Coach Earles will tell you, God loves you, son.
Yeah, he does, man. God does. Because I'm still kicking now. We're still alive.
It's amazing you made it today, actually. Thank you for actually making sure to get here, bro.
We're still here, baby. We're live. So he hasn't lied yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can't say he's not. He can't say he doesn't tell the truth. We're still here. God must love me because we're still walking around. I just walked down here.
Yeah, he did. Walked all the way.
Here we are.
Man.
But yeah, that's Coach Earles, man. He believes in every one of us. He's the same guy every single day. He's positive, a devout believer, and he's created that culture in the offensive line room to work hard.
That's honestly something that hasn't been talked about. I need to talk about this more on my podcast. That we know where the offensive line culture is now from where it was, but I feel like it's not talked about enough. That Coach Earles, we know. I said Trout on. That's dropping here in like a week. It was a really good one.
Okay.
Trout. We sat down and had some good conversations about building this offensive line. His time at Florida, little Pouncies, all that good stuff. Tim Tebow, the idols. Yeah, those are the big bros. Yeah. Dog, you got a picture of Pouncey in the basement, right?
Bro, that's my living room.
That's right.
I'm a one-man band in the crib now. Yeah, it's just me in the house. That's my living
right.
room. That's my living room art now.
Dog,
but that's 53, tatted up, light skin on lineman, center. Come on, man.
Yeah, you guys are the same pretty much.
Trying to be.
Yeah, need to.
Anyway, so I cut you off. You had a good thought.
No. I was talking about Coach Earles and how I feel like he's a big reason why the offensive line room is where it's at today. But I did want to just talk about you've been there from the beginning because I only got here 6 months after you, and we all know, we've talked about it. The offensive line, the fans know, it wasn't in a great place, bro. Even in the early 2020s, it wasn't in a great place. But like, just all the things you do. Like you told me, you guys go to Coach Earles' kids. What his baseball games?
Jordan Jackson's baseball games.
You guys are going out. There's offensive line dinners. Coach Trout does a great job taking the guys out like golfing. Like, what has it been like just watching this all kind of come together from thinking back to 2020, 2021? We remember those days, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it probably goes into who you recruit into the room, most definitely. The guys that were there prior weren't the guys that Coach recruit. But, hey, all good dudes, all good guys, but they're used to a different way of things being ran. Coach got in, recruited his guys, which I don't think I was one of his guys, to be honest. I was not one of his guys.
He wouldn't have taken you, bro?
I was the only guy. Well, he offered me at Boston College, but if he got to Penn State, I don't know if I would have gotten that I'm the only guy on the O-line that was not recruited by Trout to Penn State. Everyone else had committed to Coach Trout one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But, I mean, basically, my first day was his first day on the job, too, so we did it together at that point. But, yeah, I would say, he got his guys in that kind of buy into his beliefs. And, I mean, you kind of talk to him and you figure out who he is. You know what I mean? Coach Troutwine. I don't mean to overuse his word, but he's consistent. And that is who exactly he is, man. He healthy, consistent, and like if it ain't good for you, he ain't doing it, man. He's only things that are gonna benefit and are good for him, he'll do. So that's the guys in the room now. Yeah,
they'll see it when I interview Trout. But I was talking to him about the test that we do. And this started out, let me just set the scene, where it's gotten, I'm actually curious to hear where it has went now since I've been gone. But it started out that we would have these offensive line tests, and it was in the summertime. And we would come in, and it would be before the weekends. And Coach Trout, his big thing that I think is great is like you have to know every single position and what you have to do on every single play, because when you go through on the test, you don't just write center and what the center has to do for Doc. Doc has to write through the left guard, the left tackle, the right tackle. You got to know what the tight end does too. And it's like it makes you incredibly thorough. He gives us notes after practice, every single practice. My man's staying an hour and a half afterwards, 2 hours. He's the last one in the building giving us notes. Just walk me through the process of a Coach Trout game prep test.
Yeah, the game prep test. So one will go through the playbook and the play sheet, and they take their meetings and figure out what we're going to call. And we go through every play and, what triggers in your mind. He puts what triggers in your mind. So initially I'm thinking like, okay, my footwork and this. That obviously wasn't good enough freshman year. So it went from what triggers in your mind to what is this play and what are you doing on it and what also could happen. So you basically draw out your responsibilities for every single play. You go through that, cool. Then you have that's 4 versus a 4 down front, and you go versus a 3 down front, and you go through all plays, right? And then right after that, now you get to the drawings, right? You have drawings of, some pressures they may run, and you have to draw 11, right? And then what everyone's responsibility is on it. Then you go through, what are the first and second down pressures? What are some movements? What are key tendencies that give away things that we've studied through the game week? What are the third down pressures? What kind of formations do they get into? What kind of stunts do they run? Now you have your matchups, right? So I'll probably go against 3 to 4 D linemen a game, right? What are their top 3 moves? What do they like to do? What are their run game moves? Stuff like we're just going through it. So it's usually like a 2-hour, 3-hour affair if you just sit down and lock in on it. But like if you try to like chip away at it, it'd probably take you a day. If you try to like pace it out.
Yeah, little by little.
Yeah, but I mean it works, right?
It gets you ready.
Yeah, it does.
It absolutely does.
Shout out to Dan Morgan, by the way. Oregon and NDA. Shout out Boise State too, though, man.
Baby. Yeah, we were good. Offensive line. What was you guys were rolling in the playoffs, bro. Almost went for 300 against Oregon. Bro, I'm going to be the first one to say it. I'm just going to put it out there. If people saw it, bro, I got all the confidence in the world in you. I turned on the tape of that Oregon front 7, and I said, oh, crap. And, bro, I'm going to be honest. You guys – I'm going to be honest. No. I had faith, bro. I had faith. But I was like, this is going to be a war up front. Yeah. And I was like, they're going to get after us, and we're going to get after them, but they're going to get theirs too. They didn't get theirs, bro.
Yeah. You're acting like I wasn't saying the same thing. I turn on the tape, and I'm like, damn, like, man, these boys move. Like,
but I mean, the guy you went against played first-round pick for the Steelers this year.
Yeah.
Bro, and Muddy said he's not going to say, bro, but Doc gave him work It was amazing to watch.
I'm
But-
gonna say it, man. I'll play with you. I'll play with you. No, it was a cool. I mean, I think maybe that's one of those things too. Like we were watching and we're like, man, these boys are moving great against good comp. So I think we just were like, all right, this is what we're looking at. Like, man, this is the intro into the playoffs. Like, here we go, let's roll. And I think you just saw like even more intentionality going into the playoffs and Big Ten championship and all that stuff, which. It's one of those things where, like, people talk about Oregon like we won. Man, we lost. We lost the Big Ten championship. But I think we showed things that we could do, and it translated into the rest of the playoffs. So it's like now we have that from the playoffs. Let's take it into the next season. We got everybody coming back, obviously, except my boy Salim Wormley. Shout out to Jaguars, Big Lean. Love you, brother.
Yeah, shout out to Lean.
But,
sure.
we have a position battle going on at guard, and obviously you got Coop, you got TJ, you got Don can play some guard, you got Javen, like you got Birchmeyer. I mean, you got guys that can step in and play. So
That's one of the best parts. I was talking to Trot about this too. Is like the depth that we have, dude. And like at the end of the day, obviously, knock on wood, you want everybody to stay safe. But like at the end of the day, like stuff happens, and like most of the time, not everybody makes it at the end of the season. I mean, look at like the championship game, Notre Dame and Ohio State. They had like 2 offensive linemen that were playing that played week 1.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. So to have that type of depth that you can count on, and guys are prepared. And that's the other thing. Trout prepares everybody. It's not like he's just locked in on the starting 5. Like he gets everybody ready for that. And yeah, man, I'm excited to see what you guys are gonna do, because I'll tell you right over here in the Student Bookstore. Once again, shout out Student Bookstore downtown. We are in here. Be here once a month, but in the season, me and the big Keith Goon Conlin gonna
crazy
be in here.
nickname, by the way.
Yeah, Goon. I wonder who gave Goon the nickname Goon.
That's a nickname that has aged poorly over time.
Yeah, if you know, you know. Some of the audience, if you're over probably like 35, you might not understand that reference.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you look up Goon, you'll find out what that means. Actually, don't look that up. I'm not recommending that. But we got, so on the steps here at the Student Bookstore, you got the all-time tackle list on the right, and then the all-time rushing list on the left. And Nick Singleton, currently sitting at number 10 all-time, and Katron Allen is 11 all-time. The boys need, I think this off the top of my head, Nick needs about 1,020, and Katron needs about 1,050, both to surpass our boy Evan Royster, who has the number 1 slot.
It would be awesome to see them boys at the top of the book set next year, man. That's awesome.
It would be cool.
Awesome.
It's on you guys.
It would be cool.
It's gonna be cool.
Awesome
it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome to see them boys.
I love the mindset, man.
Also, shout out from A-Town, baby. A-Town down, man.
Brian.
Shout out to you,
Yes,
Brian.
sir.
And then Edward, Nick Dawkins looking lean and ready. I'm always lean and ready, baby. Come on, man.
Yo, you've been looking good. Can you talk to me a little bit about the a little bit of a transformation over the past like year, where your body's really looking good? What have you been taking a little more serious? Like what has been some priorities for you with that?
Well, I mean, I've probably just been eating less.
Not as much Burger King trips, bro.
Never, never. Don't disrespect me, bro. I don't eat Burger King, man. I don't eat Burger King.
What about like a Dairy
college,
Queen
bro.
trip? All right,
Yeah, but that's just for the chill, man. Sometimes I'll grill and chill. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
grill and chill. Normally just to chill. I'll get some onion rings there. I'll tell you what.
But,
I'm sorry.
I mean, you remember when you were here, like you and I were bottom speed guys. And that's being truth honest, man. We were running like 15 miles, 16 miles an hour.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I was moving.
It felt like it sometimes, but we really weren't. You like feel like, yeah, I was moving. You go in and they put like the miles per hour chart up, bro. You and me, we're down there at the bottom, bro.
We were like confused too. Like what? Bro, it don't even make any sense.
I knew my jeans weren't that good. Shout out Chris Tangwald, but I was like, this got to be better than this.
Yeah, bro. So I was like, that was a very reflective state to see that at the bottom. But I was like 315, 320, and then I had my shoulder injury, and I was out for a while, and got to really look at yourself in the mirror. I don't know about y'all. I don't know what the viewership, the makeup, the body, build up the viewership. But when you gotta avoid the mirror with your shirt off, you gotta make changes quick. And I was like, man, this is bad. I gotta change this, man. And obviously we were getting into 2023. I was getting on the scale. It was like 320. I'm like, yeah, this is good. Rest NFL lineman right here. And Charles like, you need to lose some weight, buddy. Like, you look bad. So we fixed it. I got down.
You look bad. Your trial will do that. He'll be honest.
He's like, this isn't optimal at all. And I was like, Hunter is 320. I'm like, Hunter's 320, but like me and Hunter are two different builds. I'm longer. I have a basketball player build. I have super long legs. I got a short torso. And I got long arms. I carry my weight differently. But I got down to I went from 320 to 305 in like 10 days. Maybe that's anxiety, maybe that's body dysmorphia, whatever. I got down, but I fixed it, and then just kind of kept up my nutrition, lean protein. Started watching Andrew Huberman and all them boys, trying to figure out the right stuff to be putting in my body, and the lean proteins and all that stuff, right?
Bro, if you want someone to recommend any type of motivational YouTube videos, now we're talking clean eating, working out. I think Doc might have access to. You probably have a list. Knowing
you got a Rolodex, man. Hey, just come through to the crib, man. We'll play some weight. You know what we do. Man.
Yeah, we golf.
That's what I play.
Yeah,
you and I too now. We
Doc,
golf.
Doc took me down on the Wii golf last time I was over. But yeah, man. No, Doc's got. It's good. I wanted to just bump in and just talk about when you look at yourself in the mirror and you're a little ashamed,
please, go
bro.
ahead.
You hit one of these, bro. Like grab the tummy a little bit, and you're like get the side view, and you're like, nah. Yo, have you been so motivated that you're like, I'm gonna take pictures right now? And be like,
I got a couple of them things, man. I know it's bad when I sit down. Like you sit down and you got to put a pillow over this gut.
Yo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's
you
real.
know that. You know that when you're laying down and you're like, yo, I should just grab a pillow and put it over top of everything, just kind of cover it up.
You're hitting that like middle school, like you're hitting one of these, a little tug, man. You know what I mean?
T-shirt tug.
Yeah, man. That's a fat boy. Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
So whatever. We got to it, fixed it. Got my body weight down, and now I play 300, 295. Which I be seeing people are like, yo, he needs to put on weight. Trust me, I do not need to put on weight. I promise you, with what I play at, like the bend I play at, and the strength that I play. Not saying I'm the world's strongest man, but I play pretty strong. I don't need to be putting on no weight.
Bro, I think that's honestly a misconception, especially where we're at now, where we're dealing. And honestly, I feel like the transformation is happening on the D-line too, where like people are wanting more like Zane Durant's. I actually talked about this today, like more Zane Durant's than like PJ Mustapher's. Yeah. Like they want and it's the same thing on the offensive line. Like in the NFL, they're at the point now where like most teams don't want their guys up in the 315, 320. And now if you're, like you said, if your body type allows it, they do. But like you want to be right around 300 pounds. Like you got to be able to move against some crazy athletes that you're going against on the defensive line. I mean, some of these defensive linemen are like, they're the freakiest athletes on the field.
Yeah, man, they are. Like, go block Aaron Donald, bro. And,
you
know what I mean? And, but, like Jason Kelce played at like 275. I'm not saying I'm Jason Kelce, but he played at 275. Creed Humphrey plays at like 290. Like that's just how the game is. The game is changing, man. Like you don't want to be no big fat dude walking around anymore because you're gonna get ran around. Also, shout out Edward. You said, what does the preliminary depth chart at center look like?
Preliminary.
Brother, you gotta take that up with James Franklin, brother. I'm not answering. I'm not getting in trouble answering that. The preliminary.
The preliminary.
Preliminary was a great word to throw in there. By the way,
that was Edward.
You definitely paid attention in school. You're not a ChatGPT guy. I love that, man.
SAT prep with Edward Butka, bro.
Royale with cheese. Brother, what are you talking
Royale?
about?
Oh, he said, are you bringing back the cheetah print hair that people want to know for the summer? Are you going to cut it? And
no more of that. My hair almost didn't come back.
I was wondering about because
my hair.
How many times did you dye it?
I think Riley, my girlfriend Riley, she dyed it maybe 7 to 8 times. Oh. And on like the 7th time, I saw little patches up here, and I'm like, oh no. It's gone.
Oh no!
I thought I lost it, man. I thought that was a little premature hair loss, man. And that was completely stunted by science, the chemicals. So
yeah, a lot of chemicals in the hair.
So as you see now, the hair is at a longer length because I'm not taking it for granted anymore. You know, my next haircut probably will be my last. So I gotta just make sure I let it grow out. Let the hair do its thing.
Yeah, it looks good. I will say.
Where are you at with your hair? Like
my hair, I go in. I have fitted. Shout out Fitted Downtown. I just go for a bald fade. But I've started to think about it more, and people tell me that like on camera they think I'm bald, and so I think I'm gonna start leaving a little more, like you perhaps, leaving a little more on top. How do we feel about that?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think I need leave a little, because honestly, it is getting a little. It's getting a little.
Call, like, I think it doesn't help that the sun is beaming down, so it looks like you only have like a top part of the head.
I know, it looks like I don't have a hairline right now.
I would say,
bro, you're getting they're asking you how are Hudson and Ross progressing.
Hey man, hey blue man, baby, I'm not a coach. Hey, blue man,
man. One thing I will tell you though, I will. Bro, Coach Dog, they're berating Dog for answers on the depth chart. I've actually never
depth chart.
Yo, for the preliminary depth chart. Let's be clear on that. I've actually never seen this before, Doc. Yo, please, dude, keep this coming for Doc. Yeah, I will say, that our boy Hudson. No, I saw him on a golf course. I can't speak to the football game. Golf course, pretty good.
He doesn't
honestly.
play at all, and he gets on. He's not bad.
Yeah,
He's
guy,
a nice,
we were-
smooth swing.
Yeah,
bro,
we
you
were
know what I mean?
smooth. We were hitting him. Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of Kyron Hudson. Huge fan of Kyron Hudson.
great guy. Actually,
Huge.
first time I got to talk to him was this past weekend at the Stupar event.
Yeah.
Awesome dude.
Yeah,
Very nice
great
man.
energy. I mean, he was a captain at USC, man. It's crazy that we got him, and we're so the young guys in my receiver room are so blessed to have a leader like that. It was along with Liam, and all the other guys with Caden and all those guys in there, and Ross as well. Like we got 2 vets that just know how to handle their business. And so, to answer your question, Blue Man 25, they're progressing quite well.
They-
You know what I mean? Yeah, they're doing their thing.
They're doing their thing.
good job.
Yo, one other question. Now I'm acting like the chat. Yo, Vanga Ioane looks good.
He cut down. Bro.
Yo, he looks good. I would be afraid to go against Vanga.
Bad news.
Bad
for
news.
linemen in the Big Ten. That's bad news.
Because he was, bro, when I saw him the other day, because I remember the same thing that happened with Donka a couple years ago, like first time he got big, and you hit that, like, when you dap someone up, you haven't seen him in a while, and
Yeah.
you're like, yo,
They got the claw,
yo, I
man.
did that with Wenger the other day. I'm like, yo, you looking good, brother.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I'm getting chills. You see,
on,
yo,
man.
you
Yo, what
see
you
my
getting-
arm
what you
stand?
getting goosebumps
I'm getting
for, man?
goosebumps thinking about the
getting
Penn State
excited.
offensive line in 2025,
Come
bro.
on,
You see?
man. Everyone's getting lean and mean and chiseled and grizzled, boy. You
This
already
is-
know what we gotta do, man. It's that time of the year, man. We all came back for a reason now. Everyone, we
Yeah.
could all left, came back for a reason. So we're gonna come back, get the bodies right, get the mentals right, get the boys going. We got some guys got to get some records. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
that's our job, man.
The last
Got
dance, that's
precious
what they
cargo
call
to
it.
protect.
Dang right.
Did someone hit me with the Trevor? Now they're just demanding it. He
Yeah,
didn't
now,
ask.
yo, he didn't even.
Big spirit.
Big Ten
bro.
spirit.
Big Ten spirit.
He told
Just
you,
say,
he-
in all caps, Trevor Pena. Are you kidding me, man?
Bro, they're boss.
Big
Yo,
Ten spirit, man.
my chat is bossing Nick Dawkins around right now, something fierce.
Blue Man hit me with the dog. Which game are you most excited? Come on, man. 1-0.
Yeah, want to know. You already know what answer is coming,
It's
brother.
Nevada,
Tell
brother.
it, Nevada. He's most
It's
excited for
Nevada.
Nevada.
It's Nevada, bro.
And then 2024 team felt scary, but this 2020 feels lethal. Am I crazy? What is the vibe around the program? Bro, you're getting – I've actually never had this before. I'm going to be honest.
Shout out, what is it? I Take State.
I take state.
Hey, babe, I Take State, bro.
One
Not you.
take
Nah,
state?
playing.
Maybe one take?
Maybe one take. I
Yeah,
don't
probably
know.
one take.
Yeah, that's a great way of framing it. We were a scary team last year, and I like that. I might
Lethal.
take that. I might add that into one
Yeah.
of the pregame speeches, bro.
Ooh.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, one take state.
Thank
Let's
you.
go. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you know what? It is interesting to see because Penn State. Let's be honest, right? Since I've been here, and when we committed here, right? You're on that program that's on the rise. Like they're trending. Like they're this close. Boom. They're so close. Are they gonna get there? They just need a piece. Blase blah. You're hunting. Now we're in a situation where you're kind of getting all this outside rap poison noise and all this such, and this hype is pat on the back. You start to think, are they trying to hunt us? You know what I mean? And in order to, there's one, you gotta be, you're right, you gotta be a dangerous man to go hunting, right? Mm-hmm. But you gotta be a killer if they trying to hunt you, man. So that's what we got, that killer instinct, man. And that's what Chuck Losey puts in us all summer, man. That's all them workouts, man. It's that killer instinct. And that's what we're building. Shout out Kyle K. Said Malachi Goodman on the Future Online. Man, shout out you, Balt, man, paying attention to the online. Shout out you, Kyle K. Yeah, I'm excited for him too. He's a unit, bro.
Yeah,
He's a dog,
that's
he's a
good minute. He's a big fella. I'll tell you what. Yeah, some of these, bro. If they're tuned in right now, I'll tell you some of these people know more probably than you or me about the team. Like it's pretty impressive how closely some of these folks follow our roster. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, man. Shout out, man. Shout out. Love the questions, man. I'll answer them as long as you don't ask me for the preliminary depth chart.
Yeah,
You
no
know what I mean?
no
God bless you,
prelim.
though. I can't answer that though, man. I don't know.
But I just want to add again. I didn't read the part that Edward called you chiseled, like chiseled. I like that, bro.
I appreciate that, bro.
That's a good compliment. If
Yeah.
someone tells me I'm chiseled, bro, I'm going home with a smile on my face that day.
Yeah, bro. I'm about to
What?
go do 2 cartwheels on East College after this, bro. You know what
Nah,
I
be
mean?
safe, bro. Hey, we need you out there, bro. Doc, all right. We take a break from the chat for a second. Leave any comments if you want anything for Doc. If you want any answers from whatever. Doc, let's talk about the Dawkins Family Foundation.
Please.
You got some great stuff going on. You got the shirt right there.
Yes, sir.
First off, for people that don't know, can you tell me what is it and how did it come about? First off.
Yes, the Dawkins and I Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit. Basically, it just means non-governmental, right? So if you donate money to us, it's not going towards anything political. It's just going towards serving the youth, right? And that's the mission of what we do. We serve underserved youth in the Lehigh Valley, State College area, Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Orlando, Florida area. We've expanded to different regions now in the state. So we got in the country, I'm sorry, the Midwest, the East Coast, and now a little bit down south as well. So, anything that we can provide for kids to not have to worry about anything for school, for athletics, for life, what can we do? So right now we have 3 $1,500 scholarships. The deadline ends July 18th. So if you have a high school senior getting ready to, get ready to go to school, maybe need some money for some books, and they fit within the criterion, check out the website. DawkinsFamilyFoundation.org, DawkinsFamilyFoundation.org. Check that out. And at the bottom, in one of the sections, we have our scholarships. Just check that out and apply. And then July 19th and July 20th, and in Allentown and Bethlehem. July 19th is Allentown. July 20th is Bethlehem. We're doing our book bag drive, our 3rd annual book bag drive. It's buffet style, so kids come through, get a book bag, and fill it up with all the stuff you need. We're going to have food, we're going to have football, we're going to have games, and we're also going to have ice cream as well. And then I'm also hosting a camp in the 20th in Bethlehem. A couple of my guys out there before the book bag drive, so come get some work in, and then at the same time, go get your stuff ready for school, man. Be a student athlete.
What aren't you doing, man? What aren't you doing, really?
What I want to. I'm playing with you. Sleeping well? I don't know.
Yeah, you sleeping well? You get good sleep, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dog, that really is cool, man. There's a reason my man won the Werfel Award, which is basically the Walter Payton Man of the Year award, except for college football. That'd been a cool experience, right?
Yeah, it was.
Shout out Danny Werfel, right?
Yeah, Danny Werfel. Good memory, man. Doing the research as always.
Absolutely,
yeah,
I do.
Werfel was the guy, man. What an awesome dude, and such an example for all of us and who we should be is, being a servant leader and serving our communities and people.
Has there been a 2-time winner before of the Werfel Award? Do you know?
I don't believe so, because
Probably
usually it's for
not.
your last year.
Yeah.
I'm probably shocked. I was like,
Yeah,
coming back again.
Yeah, they're like, he's
man?
coming.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, they're like, this guy's got to get out of here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll be up for it though this year. I think there's so many people that do such good work. It's
Absolutely.
probably time for someone else to. It is someone else should win it. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
It's but yeah, it's still cool. I'm excited to meet all the guys that did good stuff and all that. So it's all good stuff.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Jevin Stone has just entered the
Jevin Stone just
Stone
walked
is
in. The
in.
man that handles everything, actually.
This guy walked in with an Indiana Pacers snapback on after just getting handed an L. That's a guy who has pride and loyalty
that is
to his
that,
the runner-up. The walkers up, man. The guy's pulled
bro.
up.
Don't you know who won it?
You're right about that. Javen is. I'll tell you what, man. He's been here for a long time. He would not be proud of my cable management right now. He would not be. It's not good.
No,
Jevin
man.
Stone, man.
The great Nick Dawkins wouldn't like it either.
No, it's We're
I don't know
working
what's
through
going
it.
on. I just figured out what HDMI cord is the other day, man. So we're back to it. No, I'm playing. I'm joking. I promise that was a joke. I promise that was a
All my
joke.
nephews from Indianapolis.
Hey, what's going on with y'all?
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on with y'all?
We got
Starting center right there.
this the man right here.
Yeah.
How you guys
nice to see
doing?
you again. What's up? But yeah, we were bowling. Yeah, nice to see you again, buddy.
Nick
We
plays
got-
center for us. He snaps the ball to the quarterback.
That's about all I do too. So that's all I got. That's all I got going on. What
We're doing a
y'all?
podcast right now.
Yeah, we got a little podcast. We're just chopping up. Doc's getting questions about the preliminary depth chart.
yeah,
I
the
tell you what, it's a
preliminary
crazy.
depth chart.
They're berating. My comment section is berating Doc right now. It's pretty
Trying to
impressive.
figure out like I'm a coach. Actually, if you have any questions, direct them to Jevin Lee Stone. All questions directed to him. You can find his email on the Penn State website, and you can find his email, Penn State email. Message all questions to him, and he will get back to you in 2 to 5 business
I'm
days.
married with 2 kids.
Oh, it's a good
All right,
one,
you guys
Doc.
have a good one. Good seeing y'all. Y'all take
right.
care.
We'll let Doc. I got a couple more questions for Doc, but we just got an important question. You been to Chili's
Yeah,
recently?
of course. I mean, there's not anyone near, but yeah, I've been.
Buddy, if my Twitter following knows too well, I make about a monthly trip to Chili's.
Where is there even-
Altoona.
Oh, you're
45
sick.
drive. Listen, let's not pretend here like you haven't made that trip to Altoona for some food before.
Mm-hmm.
You, Olu Fashanu, also guilty of it.
The Popeyes.
The Popeyes. You've done it.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
that was a one-time thing.
That only happened once? I think it happened a couple more times for some other people, but we'll leave it at that. We got asked Chili's depth chart. Bro, a lot of depth chart questions.
Chili's depth chart?
Kyle, okay, I wish you would have put preliminary depth chart.
Landon, this is for you.
Wide receiver. Oh, you want to ask me? Go ahead.
No, yeah, Landon, let's hear your Chili's depth chart. Who's your wide receiver 1? Chicken Crispers or baby back ribs?
Man, that's not even really a question, man. Those chicken crispers. And I'll tell you what else is really good. And it got pretty popular. Bro, if I'm ordering those mott sticks, I'm asking not just a cup of ranch, and they're smart, bro. They bring out a bowl of ranch. They know when I get there, I'm dunking my chips in the ranch. Almost made my girlfriend leave me because she was like, "You dip your chips in ranch?" When I'm at Chili's, I do. That is for sure. Dog,
I don't like how you just turn into like Socrates when discussing the menu at Chili's, bro. You need to calm down. Are you kidding me?
I need to stop going there. I need to actually get on your vibe because I weigh probably like 25 pounds more than Doc Green. Bro, we've been talking about this since like 3 months. I've been trying to lose weight, bro. I keep taking the L on that one.
This guy, I think I said it before. When we did the training table video, this guy's like, yeah. What were you saying? That I'm heavier than you or something, bro?
Yeah, what did I call you? I said, you had watched my vlog where I weighed myself. I did one vlog, so I haven't done it again since. And I weighed myself at the YMCA. And then Doc knew the exact weight that I was. And because I said earlier, I'm trying to be more of a Tyler Warren and not a Nick Dawkins.
Yeah.
And then you
bro.
You clowned me because you're like, you said, I think I'm about 20 pounds less than you.
I mean, you ever seen that Leonardo DiCaprio meme? Like, I watch your content, man. So like, I'm like, whoa, wait, that's me. Why you just brought me up? You didn't tell me you made this, and I just saw it like in my couch watching you on YouTube. What are you at? Where you standing at right now?
Oh, dude, I don't even want to say. After I was in Maryland for a couple days,
okay,
and it was one of those ones where just no regard for my body.
Yeah,
it was to the point where I was like, I'm in Maryland, so I'm gonna eat, but it was like my stomach hurt, and I'm like, I'm about to put in this DoorDash order.
I don't blame you, though.
Bro. Yeah, it's hard when you get around some the ability where you could just have some great eats. When you go back home and let's just be honest, State College is actually going to lead into the ending right here because I have something to ask you about.
How long are we talking for, by the way? Because I could do this all day.
I know we can. We've been talking for 35 minutes. Okay. I don't really think there's a limit. Actually, I think I do have to end by 6:30 because that's how I scheduled it. Because I said there's no way we're going an hour. Yeah, you know what happens. Yeah. We got a couple of questions before I get into State College food because I made a list. I made a top. I think I did top 12 food spots in State College.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show you my list. We're gonna end off on that. I want to get your thoughts on that. But first, we got, bro, what? Any Javen Williams stories?
Big Ten spirit, bro. What's up with you, man?
I do actually. I have my own. I do remember Javen Williams had a one hell of a play in high school where he pulled and actually decleated someone.
Yeah.
I do remember being at Wisconsin in 2021 and we were getting ready for that game and Trout showed us the clip and I'm like, yo, that guy can move. Javen Williams really good in space. I always say that guy can move.
Yeah, he is.
Doc, you have to make sure Fat Man and Singleton get to 1,000 yards each. Now my chat is making demands at Nick Dawkins. This is actually fantastic.
Yeah, I'm enjoying said this. That, by the way, man. Lock in, LTFI. You can't make demands. You didn't listen to what the hell I was talking about before. Jesus.
Oh, man. Hey, Doc, I gave your foundation a preliminary donation. Hey, that was, Edward, you got to hit us up, bro. That's hilarious. Yeah.
All right, I'll send you your tax the deductible receipt tomorrow. But
yeah, that'll be good.
Appreciate you, brother.
It'll be
Thank you.
I'll probably automatic to the email, bro. I think.
No, I do it. I make sure it's done right.
It's you personally?
Yeah, I'll send it to you, brother. I appreciate you again.
That's Death Row Doc. Let's go. Sorry, I didn't mean to use it. Hey. All right, last one I'm going to read before we get in is Joe Moore Award for the best offensive line. See ya. Have a great one.
Appreciate you. Y'all take care.
Yeah, Joe Moore Award coming to State College. That's what the chat's saying for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I can't wait.
It's our year. This is our year.
I can't wait, man. I'm excited. I was getting chills earlier talking about the offensive line. All right, it's time. My top 12 places to eat in the Penn State area. I said within a maximum of 15 minutes from downtown.
Is this ranked 1 through?
It wasn't because I felt like no matter what, if I ranked them actually 1 through 10, I was going to get a lot of pushback no matter what, which I guess that's kind of what the lists are for. But I just said no order because I didn't want to create too much controversy. And, I like my restaurants around town. Okay. I also like the student bookstore downtown here at State College. Come get all your Penn State merch here. All right. Back to the food list.
Fair enough.
All right. Duffy's. Duffy's Tavern over in Belfont.
That's definitely.
No, it's not. Is that Belfont?
No, that's Bowlesburg.
Bowlesburg.
That's definitely. We doing top 12. Yeah, it's
Top
definitely
12.
my top 12.
Okay,
yeah.
Duffy's up there. Wings. I go there. Wings and onion rings. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You been to Kelly's?
Yeah, one time.
Okay. It's good. I see why you haven't been back. I can understand that. I haven't been there in a while. But just like good, solid food, and it's not too expensive. Hofbrau Pizza. You familiar?
Yeah, I've been off route. Last time I was in there, the owner called me a liar. So I don't know what. It was my second time there.
Wait, I heard about that. Yo,
that shouldn't be spread around.
she told me that the same thing.
She got to stop calling me a liar.
Yeah, you were called. Oh, it's because Drew Shelton said he was.
Yes,
Drew
I
Shelton
get
said
it.
he was Nick
I
Dawkins.
get it. Some people think Shelly and I look alike. We do not look alike. Okay, we don't. We're just two big light-skinned guys with tattoos and a weird random mustache beard combo. This isn't even a mustache.
It looks good. It's a little goatee. We
Yeah,
kind of got
it is
we
what
got
it
like a
is.
similar situation.
Yeah, we do. Yours is a little better than mine.
You,
It
you,
doesn't grow in the
do you like to
middle,
keep? I don't. Why doesn't it? I've always wondered why my mustache doesn't grow in the
Genetics,
middle.
bro.
I'm waiting,
Hereditary.
bro. I think I got clowned about that last year, like, because I make, when I make like the pregame videos, the other fans of the opposing teams, they come on my videos and they'll be like, they'll just like clown me for anything. Like,
Yeah, then you
they're
look at
like,
their profile picture, don't have one up. It's like, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know what you look like,
Yo.
buddy. You one of them people get Janice Dawkins making
Janice
chocolate. She's talking about the Duffy's chocolate cake. We went after
Okay.
after one of the spring ball practice. We went and got chocolate cake from Duffy's. It was elite. Duffy's is probably my top 3.
yeah, Duffy's
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
That's an. If you want to
Kelly's
know,
isn't in my top 12 though.
wow, it's not okay. I
Not
respect
for
that.
me.
Duffy's is a Olu fashion special.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, for those
Yeah,
that
it
don't
is.
know. Oh
Yeah,
my
it
gosh. All right, Hofbrau Pizza. I think it's the best pizza in wings in the
We
vicinity.
gotta try this place, Benny's. We
Yo,
should go
I've heard-
right after this. We and I should go.
All right, we're going to
Go
Benny's.
get a
Yeah,
slice.
I've been meaning to go there. So
Yeah,
we're going
we'll
to
get a
get
slice.
pizza after this. All right, I got you've been to Uncle John's cheesesteak.
Yeah, I like that. It's good. Right next
That's-
to Bagel Crust.
yeah.
I'm a fan. I'll put that in
that's-
the top 12.
That's good eats. We have a couple offensive linemen I see there frequently. I'll just tell you,
Too
won't
many
drop it.
throwing on the story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
won't
it's crazy.
exactly. Won't drop
That's
any
so
names,
crazy.
bro. But
Yeah.
there's a couple offensive linemen that frequent that.
Yeah.
I had to throw on the classic halal cart. That
I've
one.
never had it before.
Really?
No,
See, I
man.
live. See, my roommate Ibrahim Traore. Shout out to Ib. He was heavy. Yeah, that was Ib Khabib. Heavy on that one, man.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of halal cart because of him. Local whiskey,
Okay, yeah, I get it.
especially the burger special.
Yo, they got guys got to put the grilled cheese sandwich back on the menu, man. That,
they had
me
grilled
and Ben Kerr used to
cheese?
hit that all the time. Yeah, they had these crazy grilled cheese sandwiches. Took them off
Dude,
the menu.
I
God
heard
bless
like
them.
back before we got here, like back like mid 2010s, they had cheesesteak egg rolls, and I heard that was something.
They still have those. Oh no, they just have egg
No,
rolls.
it's got
It's
egg
not
roll.
like-
Susie
yeah,
Wong egg
Susie
roll.
Wong egg
Yeah.
roll.
Shout out Susie Wong. You see at the front of Champs actually when like at late at night I was in there, bro. I was in there. I was on the section. I looked down and I realized like Susie Wong was in there just like collecting the money.
Really?
Yeah, she was collecting the money. Yeah, for
I didn't know that was a real person.
yeah. Susie Wong. Yep.
Shout out to you, Susie.
Shout out Susie Wong. Absolutely.
Anyway.
All right. Have you been to Corico? I hope I'm saying it right. It's the ramen place downtown.
Kokoro?
Kokoro.
Yeah,
Wow, I
Kokoro
butchered
right next
that.
to Oof F at Begon. Yes.
Yes, oof. Oof boof.
Oof
I thought it was
Boof is
oof boof.
elite, bro.
We were getting to that. We were
Yeah.
getting to that. Okay.
Yes.
But Kokoro, and I really like Kokoro.
Yeah, Kokoro.
Kokoro.
Yeah.
Best ramen in town. And the coolest part on the side, don't take advantage of it, but they say if you need a free meal, like if you don't have money, they're like, hey, just come in, we'll take care of you.
Good people.
Always, yeah, I've been
great
in there, they give like free appetizers, free dessert. Great
people,
spot.
yeah.
They deserve
Great
a big
people.
shout out. Carter's Table, where,
I'm upset to hear that they're leaving.
what?
Yeah, the owner, Carter, he said they're gone after July.
No.
He's got to go. He's moving to Oregon.
I didn't even know
So
that.
now, yeah, it's tough situation.
Oh, that's bad news to break. Because Carter's Table, that's where me and Dog
Yeah.
shot our training table video.
I know,
That was
man.
some top-notch food there, man.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
that's bad news to break on air, dog. All right. Bonfados.
Top 3,
Top 3.
breakfast and dinner.
Dude,
Breakfast and dinner.
if
It's
you
top
haven't went over to Belfont and gotten to Bonfados,
three. Yeah, it's top 3.
let me tell you something.
Dude, breakfast and
What,
lunch.
so they got pastries,
taking
they
a
got
picture of
I got
us right now,
Yep,
and-
that's good. Let's go. We're getting pictures taken. Let's go.
Yeah.
Dog, what do you get there? Because I'll tell you, their pastas, their meats, their everything. Bonfados is
Yeah.
on top.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing dinner, you're doing a spaghetti pomodoro with the meatball. I mean, you're doing a classic sandwich, and then breakfast, you're doing either the avocado toast with a poached egg, little I forget what's pancetta. Oh yeah, smoked pancetta. Which is like
Ooh.
it's like that Italian bacon.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right,
Come
this
on.
sounds good.
Yeah,
I did
next time.
We had the oof boof on there.
Yeah,
Oof boof.
Oof might be 2 for me.
Might be number 2. That's if you need a good breakfast spot,
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be packed on weekends, but Oof
Yeah.
Boof,
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
I'm a date night guy, Doc. I put my last 2 for date night spots. Put Allen Street Grill. It's going to cost you a little bit.
Yeah.
I enjoy Allen Street Grill, and then I put the Greek. I don't know if you've been to the Greek.
Been to the Greek, haven't been to Allen Street Grill.
Okay.
I have been to the Greek.
All
I try
right.
to stay away from downtown. I'm so old. There's really no reason for me to be downtown. I can't believe I'm right here right now.
Yeah, I can't believe I got you down here. That's actually impressive.
Yeah, this is a new one.
Yeah, 6-year Doc. Kind of just like out of the way.
Yeah.
What is that?
NIL is even taking our restaurants now.
And I.
Yeah, it's crazy. What were you saying though?
Yeah. What's it like to be the old man? Because I remember like when we were like first, second year guys, like we make fun of like those old guys. Like when Cliff was a 6-year guy, but like, what's it like to be in those shoes now?
Yeah, it's like damn, bro. Like it's like you were the bully, and now like you're like, damn. You know what? I've always kind of been an old head at heart and brain.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm always an old guy. So I mean, now it's just personified. Now everybody knows it. I wake up, I sit on my porch and drink a matcha, hang out with my girlfriend, hang out with the guys still. But
Play some Wii.
Play Wii, but I'm in by 8:30, man. It's over after that. So
Yeah.
that's all I got.
It's early nights
That's
for
all
Dog.
it is. Wake up and get a matcha, man. I'm a matcha guy.
Get a matcha from Nick Dawkins. Probably not the last time. I'm probably gonna make Dog come on the channel again. I want to do Waffle Shop training table.
Yeah, that's
with
probably
Dog.
number one. That'll always be number one.
Waffle
for me.
Shop's always. I mean, I'll go in there. What's the most you think you've ever eaten at Waffle Shop?
I mean, we used to do the breakfast and lunch combo. Tyler Earles and I, our goal always was like, yo, let's just go in the Waffle Shop from open to close, and let's just sit down and eat breakfast, and then just talk, hang out, and then eat lunch till at lunchtime, and then eat dinner at 3, and then like spend the whole day at the Waffle Shop. Never got there. We hit the breakfast lunch combo one time, so probably like did a full breakfast and then a full lunch.
I'll say
at
you
the
were.
shop.
I thought you were talking like they have a breakfast lunch combo. No, you just made your own little situation
We just
there.
hung out there for like 6 hours.
We anytime I would go to Waffle Shop with Doc, like the waitresses, it's like, oh hey Doc, how you doing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's just like-
thing. I tell you what, man. I went into Chick-fil-A like this was probably like a year ago, and they're like, there's our guy. I was like, there's our guy. Like,
There's our
there's our guy. I'm like, yeah, I gotta chill out.
Yo, there's our guy at any food restaurant. It's
There's our
not
guy.
good.
There's our guy. I'm like, all right, I'm calming down. So I started going to the Jersey Mike's across. And I was going to Jersey Mike's religiously, especially during the season. Like Thursday, hit the Jersey Mike's, go to a Riley soccer game. And I was in Jersey. I would stop going for like a week. And I came in. They're like, we missed you. Are you going to get the usual? The usual? Like, what is this, a cartoon sitcom? The usual? And you missed me? You ain't seen me in a week? I'm a customer.
Your daily customer.
But I love that family atmosphere that was cultivated. You got to see the good and the bad. If you like, you know what I mean? If you like flowers, you got to like the rain too, man.
Ooh.
That's where we're at. That's where we're
Yeah.
at. But yeah, there's our guy, and we missed you. At 2 chain fast food restaurants. Not what you want to hear.
No, it's not.
But here we are.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. Edward, last one from here. He said you don't look like Drew Shelton. He said you're the stronger ladies man. How does Edward notice?
I'm not a ladies man.
Curry about that.
I am my ladies man.
Yeah.
That's all I am.
One and only.
Yeah,
Shout
one
out
and only.
Riley.
Yeah,
We're gonna
shout out
come to the soccer games.
Yeah, come to.
Let's
support
go.
Women's soccer.
Cracker Barrel hits hard for a date night.
Who are you? Blue
Yo,
Man. Who are
Blue
you
Man.
taking on a date, man? Your grandma? What are you guys doing?
No,
Early birds for
no.
a date? Okay, you say Cracker Barrel hits hard, that's one thing. But Cracker Barrel hits hard for a date night? Late night date night?
Dude, I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about
I
that
do
one
know
at
about
all.
that one. No, man. Are you kidding me, Blue Man?
Are you?
Blue Man.
You're not getting date number 2 if you take someone to Cracker Barrel for date number 1.
Maybe like breakfast, bro, but date night, Cracker Barrel? Come on, man.
man.
Are you kidding me?
This is.
Are you kidding me?
You know what? I just want to give it before we're about done here. I just want to give a shout out to the chat. I've actually never had the chat this like involved. This is the funniest my chat's ever been. This is great. Shout out again, Janice Dawkins. Much love.
J-Dog, love you.
Absolutely. Nick Dawkins. Thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you for having me on, bro.
Nicholas Paul
Appreciate
Dawkins,
it.
actually. Yo, sorry. I mean, I didn't mean to do.
Christopher Tangwell.
This is a fun one. Yeah, that's the next time we're gonna get Doc on. We're gonna talk to your people over at the Waffle Shop, and we're gonna just sit down and see. We won't see how much food we're gonna put away. We won't say that. We're just gonna have some good talks over probably a chocolate chip pancake with extra side of bacon for me, and then we'll see where else that kind of takes us.
Turkey club sandwich, baby.
Turkey club sandwich. There you go. Awesome. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please come on down to the student bookstore downtown. Any of your Penn State needs. What is coming up? We already have Father's Day, Mother's Day. I don't know, birthdays, the season. We got shirts. Here's the actually.
Guys, had to reach for the shirt.
We got the season schedule shirts right here. Doc only sees Nevada. All right,
Yes,
you
sir.
got to understand. But we got obviously Oregon, yes sir. A little whiteout. Everybody's excited for that one. And it's going to be a good season. So we will be here. Me and the big Keith Goon-Conlon will be here every Sunday morning. It's going to be a good one. We're excited for it. And we're going to be actually moving Nick Singleton and Katron Allen up the steps after every single game. So hopefully Doc makes that bump up quickly. I'm excited for that one.